What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back to Battleshock Wargaming Studio. In today's video, we're going to be playing Age of Sigmar, and it's a spicy one. Michael, what are we doing?
We're going to be taking my Sylvaneth into the newly painted, newly debuted
Auric Warclans, baby.
Warclans. We got the Ironjaws in the house.
They're looking beautiful.
In their bright, bright yellow.
Yep, bright yellow, obsidian black bases. They look fantastic. I'm really excited to give these guys a whirl, and it's going to be fantastic. So if you're new to the channel, please take time to like, share, and subscribe. It helps boost that algorithm so we can get this channel out to more people. And we are trying to hit 10,000 subscribers this year, so please go ahead and hit that button, even if you don't want to watch any more of our videos after this.
You should probably watch a few.
We also have a membership service where you get extra battle reports and other perks. There will be a link down below in the description box, so you can go ahead and see what that's all about.
Big shout out to the Baron and the Dice. You guys know by now that the Baron supplies all of the dice that we roll on the channel, and he also supplies these objective markers that we use.
And I have some hot new Auric Warclans
with
dice.
those nice square sides.
Yeah,
Yep.
They're amazing. I can't wait for you guys to see them.
So with that being said, David, why don't we take a look at the list?
Let's take a look at the armies. All right, let's take a look at the new Ironjaws army. They are going to be Bloodtoofs subfaction, making the pigs battle line, and the pigs in the turn that they charge can either pile in, charge, or make a normal move depending on if they're locked in combat or not. This is going to be my general. He is going to have Touched by the Wa to allow me to damage a nearby unit for D3 mortal wounds, and then I will get to add that to my casting. He is going to know Great Green Hand of Gork, and he has a green puke spell. Here's my Mega Boss on Makrusha. He is going to have the artifact Arcane Tome, and he's going to be packing Flaming Weapon. He also can cast Mystic Shield on himself, and he can issue commands to up to 3 units instead of 1 with his Skull Shaking Bellow ability. I've got 2 Auric Warchantas. They have Violent Fury to add damage to a unit, which is fantastic. One of them has Fix and Beat, and one of them has Get 'em Beat. Fix and Beat is to heal a unit for D3, and Get 'em Beat is for a 3d6 charge. I've got 4 units of Ardboys, 2x10 and 2x5. One of the 5s and the 10s are going to be Expert Conquerors, and the other one is part of a Command Entourage. I have 2x3 and 1x6 pigs, all in Bounty Hunters. They all have the Jagged Gore Hackers, so we can do extra impact hits more easily, and they also have -2 rend. Very good, fast, aggressive unit. Here are the dice that I'm going to be taking today. That Sigil is a 6. I absolutely love these new square dice. So there you have it, Bloodtoof subfaction. Let's go ahead and see what Michael brought today.
Taking a look at the Sylvaneth today, I'm going to be taking the subfaction Gnarlroot, which is going to be giving me a 3d6 cast once per turn. Then I'm going to be taking the Season of the Dwindling, which is going to be giving me rerolls to cast and dispels. For my general today, I'm taking the Warsong Revenant. The Warsong has the command trait Spellslinger, so she can cast through trees. Also going to be knowing Tree Song, which is +1 to AP of melee weapons as long as they're near that certain tree. I'm going to be taking a Tree Lord Ancient. He's here mostly for his ability to drop a tree anywhere on the table. This combines really well with the Warsong Spellslinger ability to cast through trees. My hammer today is the Spirit of Durthu. He has a damage 6 with that big sword there, and I'm giving him the relic, the Greenwood Gladius, which gives him an extra D3 attacks with that big old sword. New model on the table, I have the Arch Revenant. Fast little hero, 12-inch movement on this little guy, mostly here for his ability to give a +1 to wound aura for Kurnoth Hunters. Some Tree Revenants are here. They are a must. They can teleport anywhere on the battlefield with the Musician in the squad. Super helpful for completing battle tactics and scoring objectives. I have 2 squads of Dryads, just 10-man squads. They're -1 to hit and wound as long as they're near trees or overgrown, so that's where they're going to be staying for most of the game. I have 1 reinforced squad of Kurnoth Hunters. This is a 6-man unit. They're going to be hanging out behind the trees and shooting through the trees with those great bows. Bringing the Spiteswarm High for an endless spell. This gives the target unit a +3 to move and +3 to charge. It's going to be going on Durthu so he can charge out from some trees and smash some stuff. These are the dice that we're using today. I love these dice. They have a nice satin feel to them. That is the army. Let's take a look at the mission we're playing today. Before we get into the mission today, big shout out to all of our lords and commanders up here on our wall of heroes. Thank you for your extra support. It is much appreciated. So our mission today is going to be in the presence of idols. This is a 3 objective mission, and it is your standard hold 1, hold 2, hold more. And you do get an extra victory point if you destroy an idol unit with one of your idol units. So in this one, we have inspiring icons. We're each going to pick 3 idol units. I'm going to have Durthu, the Tree Lord, and the Kurnoth Hunters. David, who are your idol units going to be?
One of the 3-man pig squads, a 6-man pig squad, and my mega boss.
All right. So we're also going to be getting our battle tactics and grand strategies. My grand strat is going to be take what's theirs. David, what are you doing?
I'm going to do wah.
Wah!
I need to get my general or any other battle line unit wholly within enemy territory by the end of the battle.
Awesome. That's a very doable one. All right. That's going to be it. Let's take a look at who has initiative. Wargamers, we're about to get into it, but before we do, this is the point in the game where you comment down below who are you rooting for. Is it the Sylvaneth with the Kurnoth Hunters and their bows, or is it going to be the new, shiny Ironjaws and their bright yellow paint jobs?
I'm going to try my hardest. Give me a little slack. This is my first time having them on the table, but I hope I do them justice, man.
Yeah, I think they're going to do fine.
All right.
Now, I was 2 drops to David's many.
Yep.
And while I can alpha a little bit, I can't alpha enough to really justify it. So I think I'm going to hand off the turn and let David do his most. That way I can't get double turned by him.
All right, excellent. So I am going to give myself 2 command points because I am going first. You are also going to do that. All right, we're going to get crazy with it. I'm going to do barge through enemy lines on my very first turn.
Just full send.
Full send technique. You know how I do. So let's go ahead and get into my hero phase. Let's go ahead and do heroic actions. My heroic action is going to be get a command point.
Excellent.
I do not.
Let's try and get one with Durthu because reasons. Yep, Durthu gets one.
Okay, Durthu gets a commander.
Huh. Missed it.
That's fine. I got your back.
Thank you.
Okay, let's get into some casting.
Do it.
The first thing I'm going to do is I am going to cast Great Green Hand of Gork. And before I do this, I'm going to do Drawn on the Wall.
Okay.
And I am going to do D3 mortal wounds to my War Chanter that is next to the Shaman. So let's see how many mortal wounds he takes. 3. And he's just going to take those.
Sure.
For now. Go ahead and give him a marker.
Is this the green War Chanter?
Yep.
Okay.
The green War Chanter. So that means that I am now +3 to my cast. And I am going to do Great Green Hand of Gork on this 3-man unit of pigs on the outside flank. It goes off with an 11.
Sure.
So I'm going to go ahead and pick those up and set them down.
And I'm pretty sure I'm like way outside of you. Oh yeah. So far away.
Okay, so I've done Great Green Hand of Gork. Now I'm going to cast Mystic Shield on my Mega Boss.
Mystic Shield.
Goes off.
Splendid.
We're going to give him the Shield. I'll put that here because I'm going to move him now with his mount trait, Fasten.
Fasten.
So we're going to jump him over the front rank. Okay, Michael, I have finished my hero phase move.
And for astute viewers, these
Yes.
guys have net teleported. What
Yeah,
happened?
it was my first time playing these guys. I realized that this isn't my general, so I moved them to where they were wholly within 12 so they can take the command Mighty Destroyers.
Cool.
Okay, so now that I've moved out of my little castle, I am going to do Mighty Destroyers to 3 units.
Okay.
I can do that with his Ground Shaking Bellow ability, and he's wholly within 12 of these Arboys and these 2 units of pigs. So I'm going to go ahead and make a normal move with those units as well. All right, I've done Mighty Destroyers with 3 units. I moved the Arboys out of the way. I moved these pigs forward 9 inches, and then I moved these pigs outside of 3 of the
Dryads.
The Dryads, yes. I'm going to do Fix and Beat on my War Chanta on a 3-up. He's good. He's going to heal D3 wounds for 3.
Look at that. Nicely done.
It's nice when things work out.
So, and what was Violent Fury and where is it going?
Violent Fury is going on to this unit and this unit, the 2 big units. That means that they're +1 to damage until my next hero phase.
Okay. Cool.
Yep, so that is seriously my whole hero phase. So let's go ahead and get into movement and we'll be right back.
David, you've completed your movement phase. Walk us through what you got going on over here.
The Gorgruntas on the right side moved within 3. You threw a redeploy, but you just moved laterally to guard Durthu. My Mega Boss on Maw Crusher has like a 6-inch charge. He's standing there. And then we've got these 6 pigs on the right side of him. Behind him, we have 1 unit of 10 Ardboys. We've got our War Chanta, 5 Ardboys, my General, 5 Ardboys. We've got our War Chanta, we've got 10 Ardboys, and some pigs in the back.
Wonderful. So you have 1 shooting attack, don't you?
Yes, I have Inward Bursting Bellow, but I'm gonna not do it because I wanna make sure that I get my charge.
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and get into the charge phase. Okay, at the start of the charge phase, I'm going to call a Mighty Wah. So I can add 1 to charge rolls, and I also am +1 to the rend of all my attacks. And then I am going to try to do get and beat with this War Chanter right here to see if the pigs can 3d6 charge.
Go ahead.
Okay, it's on a 3-up. It goes off. So they can charge 3d6. Let's go ahead and see what they get. It's 3d6 plus 1. That is a 13, 14. So we're going to go ahead and move them in. Michael, I finished my charge. You were kind of tucked behind some terrain, so I only got 2 pigs in for impact hits. They have Jagged Gore Hackers, so they're +1 to hit, so this is going to be 2s to do mortal wounds. So 2 mortal wounds into the Dryads.
Okay.
Okay, Mega Boss on Muckrasha, +1 to charge. 5. 5 is not enough, I don't think. Okay, so the Mega Boss didn't quite get in. Let's go ahead and look at the other pigs. All right, the other pigs are +1 to charge. Let's see what they get. An 11.
Hey-o.
Okay, they're going to do their impact hits on 2s. 3 mortal wounds. Okay, well that was a bummer we didn't get the Mega Boss in, but let's go ahead and get into combat. We'll start with the 6-man pig squad. Okay, Michael, I'm -1 to hit and wound because you're next to your trees. I am going to be +1 to the rend of my weapons, and I am bounty hunters and also have violent fury, so anything that goes through is going to be 3 damage. So let's start with the Jagged Gore Hackers. We've got 18 of those, and we'll get an extra 1 because of the leader. So we've got 19 attacks. This is going to be 4s and 4s.
Okay.
Okay, make 9 saves.
What's the rend?
-3.
Okay, they're all dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we are going to do smashing and bashing, so we're going to fight with the other units. So let's go look at them. 10 attacks, 4s and 4s because of the debuff. Make 2 saves at -3, so that goes through, so that's 6 damage.
6 damage. And those ones had violent fury on them too?
Oh, I'm sorry. No. So
Right.
that's 4 damage.
That's what I thought.
Good call.
You don't have any tusks or hooves or anything?
I do have tusks and hooves. So I have 4 attacks each, 3s and 3s, so we're looking at 12 attacks.
Down to 4s and 4s?
Yep.
Okay. Do.
And 4s. 4 at -2.
Okay. Goes right through, and they're all dead.
Okay. All right, so it's the end of the combat phase.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm Bloodtoof sub-faction, so the turn that I charge, I can either pile in or make a charge move, depending on if I'm in combat. So I'm going to read up on that rule to make sure I'm doing it right, and then we'll do that. At the end of the combat phase, friendly Bloodtoofs Gore Gruntas units that fought in that phase that are within 3 inches of any enemy units can make a pile-in. In addition, if those that fought but are not within 3 inches of any enemy units can each make a normal move or attempt to charge.
Okay.
So I can't tie you down because you can teleport. So I think I'm going to make a normal move instead
Okay.
with both units.
Okay. That's just no good.
It's good, right?
Yeah, it's really
Hey,
bad.
it's like strike and fade.
it's really bad.
So, okay, so we picked up 2 units of Dryads. I was able to make a normal move afterward because I was outside of 3, and I had made a charge this turn using my Bloodtoof sub-faction ability. So my 3-man pigs are right here, and then my 6-man pigs just retreated onto that objective. So that being said, we're all done with my turn, so let's go ahead and get onto the hero cam and score me up.
The Uruks have completed their turn. David, how did you score?
I scored 5 points. I didn't kill any idols, but I do hold 1, 2 more, and I completed my battle tactic, which is barge through enemy lines. I'm in here. I was able to move my pigs back 9 inches after they ate those 2 units, so I'm just standing waiting for your response. What are you going to do for your battle tactic?
My battle tactic is going to be eye for an eye. I'm just going to try and kill something outright. And I have to. Like, I definitely need to kill something. So that's what we're going to go for.
Okay, excellent. And what are you going to do for your heroic action?
Heroic action, let's try and get a command point with Durthu. Nope.
Okay, I am going to try to get a command point with my Mega Boss. He gets.
Okay. Let's bring in a tree from the Tree Lord Ancient.
Okay, anywhere on the board. He's going to set that up and we'll show you where. So Michael has dropped a tree.
We dropped a tree in the back. Let's do a little bit of casting.
Okay.
Let's start with bringing out the Spice Swarm Hive.
Okay.
3d6. That is a 9.
Okay, I'm going to allow it.
So the hive comes out. Let's drop that right about there.
Boop.
Okay.
Spice Swarm.
So let's do Tree Song
Okay.
on the tree that I just cast. 7, 8.
Okay, I'll try to unbind with my Mega Boss.
Okay.
Need a 9. Nope, goes off. So you've got some rend.
Rend is nice. My Tree Lord Ancient is a wizard. He knows regrowth and he knows explode a tree. We're not going to explode any trees. Nothing's too close. So he's going to do Mystic Shield on himself.
Okay.
That goes off.
No unbinds for me, so I'll give you a Mystic Shield button.
That's it for the hero phase. We can move into movement.
Excellent. See you in a minute. Michael, you've completed your movement phase. Tell me what you did, starting with the Spirit of Durthu.
Spirit of Durthu did his teleport. Now, one thing we didn't roll on camera was for the Spite Swarm. He failed the Spite Swarm, and we still decided to teleport anyways. So we put him 9 away. But David popped a redeploy when I moved the Ancient. So now we're looking at like an 11-inch charge with Durthu.
And I guess I could have moved further away from the Tree Lord Ancient, but my number 1 goal was to just try to not get slapped by Durthu, so that's where I am. And then the Archie.
The Arch Revenant is screening. I'm screening with my heroes.
Okay, very nice. And in front of the trees?
I'm screening with my only objective scorer because I got to keep that Mega Boss off me for another turn at least.
Yep, and then in the very back here, you've got your Kurnoths.
They stood perfectly still. They can shoot through those trees, so they're going to stay there and try and shoot some stuff.
And then you've got the Warsong Revenants.
Yep, also just hanging out.
All right, excellent. So let's go ahead and get set up for shooting.
Okay, so we're going to fire Durthu with the Verdance Blast into the 6-man pigs.
Okay, I'm going to use my last command point from him, and he's going to issue an all-out defense. He can do that 2 more times in this phase because of his special ability.
Let's hit on 4s with the Verdant Blast. We got 1 hit out of 6. That's not math. And then failed to wound.
Okay.
Let's move over to the Ancient.
Okay, Ancient shooting. Tree Lord Ancient shooting into the same pig unit.
2s and 3s. Take 1. -1.
I'm on a 4-up. Saved it with a 4.
Okay. Kurnoth Hunters. So we're going to all-out attack with the Kurnoth Hunters. We're going to fire everything into the pigs.
Okay, 3s and 2s.
All right, so 6 4-up saves.
I failed 3.
And they're 2 damage apiece.
Okay, 1 pig goes down and 1 takes a wound.
1 pig to rule them all. Charge with the Ancient. Are we looking at him?
We are looking at the Ancient. Let's see what his charge is. I think you're 7?
It was a 7 last time.
Yep, I didn't pull any of those units, so it's a 7.
Hi up! That's a 6. Let's re-roll it. We got lots of command points.
That's an 8.
8.
He go in.
Durthu has a long charge to anything.
Let's see what he gets.
Let's see if he can do a long charge. We don't have any re-rolls. 7 is not a long charge. So let's go ahead and do the Tree Lord Ancient. He'll all out attack.
Okay.
So we have 5 attacks with sweeping blows. They all hit.
Okay.
And 3 stim. So 3 wounds at rend 1.
Okay, this is going to be 5s. Oh, you said 3, right?
Yep.
Okay, I failed 2.
They're 2 damage apiece.
Okay, that's another pig.
And then we have 2 with the massive impaling talons. 2 hits, 2 wounds. These are rend 2.
Okay, let's see at least 1 6. No 6s.
And they're 3 damage apiece.
Okay, so that's another pig, and 1 takes a wound.
And then he is going to strike and fade.
Okay, so yeah. I've got some bravery, and I don't like it.
We striked and faded onto this back objective, so at least we can steal a point.
Yes.
That's what we did.
Good call. Let's look up pig bravery. I'm assuming it's like a 6.
Brave 6.
Okay, I lost 3. I'm good. I rolled a 3.
Nice.
That's the end of the turn, man.
That is.
Let's go ahead and get onto the hero cam and score you up. We're back from Michael's turn. Michael, how many points did you score, buddy?
Only 1. We failed our battle tactic of eye for an eye. I didn't have any really good battle tactics, and it was a rough go. I'll tell you what. It was really that you moving in, killing stuff, and then actually stepping back that threw me the most.
Yeah, and then missing the buff with the Spite Swarm Hive on a 1, and then the all-out defense, and just not really taking any damage.
Yeah, I couldn't push enough damage through, and I couldn't really come and chase these guys down over here because of where they are. So it is what it is. We are going into the roll-off, and boy, do I want the turn. So,
okay, let's see what happens.
4 is respectable, but it is not a 5. It is not my day.
Okay, well, I got to take the turn. I think I can do a fair amount of damage right now. So let's go ahead and get onto the hero cam for battle round 2, Ironjaws.
We're getting in the top of battle round 2, Ironjaws. David, what's your battle tactic?
My battle tactic is going to be desecrate those lands, and I'm going to desecrate them lands right there.
Seems easy enough.
I have 2 command points. I would very much like another one, so that's what I'm going to do for my heroic action.
Okay.
I don't get it, unfortunately.
I'm going to Finest Hour on the Arch Revenant.
Okay, Finest Hour on Archie. That's a pretty good play, I would say. Let's go ahead and get into casting. I'm going to cast Great Green Hand of Gork with him, and I'm going to wound the Ard boys before I do so for D3 mortal wounds to get a plus to my cast. 1 mortal wound on a 6. Actually, I'm going to choose not to ignore it because I can elect to ignore it with the shields, but I don't want to. I want my +1 to cast. And let's do Great Green Hand. Great Green Hand goes off on a 9. You have unbinds.
Let's 3d6 unbind.
Okay.
From the Tree Lord Ancient.
On a
There's
10.
a 10.
Okay, cool. I'm going to do Mystic Shield on my Mega Boss, on Maw Crusher. That goes off on a 7.
So let's do an unbind from the dude in the back.
Warsong Revenant on a 9.
That's a 9.
All right, no Mystic Shield for me. And then I'm going to finish by using one of my 2 command points for Mighty Destroyers, and I'm going to pick these 3 units to move. So I'm going to move them, and then I'll show you what I did. I have done Mighty Destroyers and moved outside of 3, pretty much. These guys have a 4 or 5 inch charge. The Mega Boss moved outside of 3 of the Tree Revs. The Orcs on the flank are going for the Arch Revenant. They don't have Violent Fury anymore because I wasn't in reach.
Okay.
Let's say for Violent Fury, let's put Violent Fury on this 10-man squad here, and let's put Violent Fury on this 10-man squad here. It's a 15-inch range.
Sure.
So those are the killy ones, and I believe that is all of my hero phase.
I have an endless spell to do. On a 2-up, I'll reduce the rend characteristic for attacks that target the Kurnoth Hunters.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get in the movement phase, and we'll show you what I did.
David, you've completed your movement phase. Walk us through what you got going on.
I moved the pigs. Actually, I did move the pigs. They moved in the hero phase. I didn't move any of this.
Right.
They did Mighty Destroyers because I didn't want to trigger a redeploy. I want to get rid of the Tree Revs and hopefully the Arch Revenant as well. Back in the backfield here, a lot going on. I ran the 5-man, that's Expert Conquerors. the 10-man that's Expert Conquerors and the other 10-man that's Expert Conquerors just to flub the objective. We've got our War Chanta right here, another War Chanta right here, my General right there, and then a weak little 5-man Ardboy screen behind. And then finally the Gore Gruntas ran, they rolled a 5, so they moved 14 inches, and they are holding that objective. So that's it. I have one shooting attack, and I'm going to shoot into the Arch Revenant with it. Okay, Michael, Inward Bursting Bellow into your hero. It is going to be 4 attacks, 2s and 3s.
What's the rim?
-1.
Um,
You have Finest Hour.
I don't even know what Archie's save is. A 4-up save. It's Finest Hour? Okay, let's go for it.
Okay, this is 2s and 3s. Everything hits. Everything wounds.
4s. Saved all but 1.
Cool, I did a damage.
Woo! 6-up ward. Because I'm standing next to him. Oh, I rolled 2 dice by accident. Okay, got it. No.
Okay, pigs into the Arch Revenant. Let's see what they get. That's a 10. Okay, we're going to do 2 impact hits into the Arch Revenant. We're going to do 1 impact hit into the Tree Revenants. So into the Arch Revenant, you take 2 mortal wounds, and you've got your wards because of mystical terrain. Woo! And then I'm going to, I don't know what that sound was that I just Woo! 2 up into the Tree Revs. Okay, they take a mortal wound.
Yep.
All right, Mega Boss needs to make a 3-inch charge. Don't fail me now, buddy.
He made a 3-inch charge.
All right, so it's good I didn't move and let them redeploy.
He tried to fail you. Now, I don't want to rob you of the glory of killing those 4 guys, but is this kind of like a call them an Uber situation? We can just throw those guys.
Well, let's see if they survive into the combat phase.
Oh, that's right. You could just stomp them to death.
Well, he has Destructive Bulk.
Yeah.
So it does D3 plus 3 mortal wounds on a stomp. And they still have impact hits too. So let's go over to the pigs and charge. Okay, we got like a 4 or 5-inch charge into them. Let's see what we get first. A 9 is definitely good. So we'll do, I'm gonna leave 1 out, Michael, and the reason why is because if I kill 3, you'll be able to get out of range of my monstrous action. So I'm just gonna do 2 impact hits, 2 mortal wounds.
All right.
If you look really close, you can see the Mega Boss and 2 Tree Revenants. Let's, do they have 2 wounds?
Yeah, they do.
They do.
We should probably put some guys back.
Yeah, so I did 2 mortal wounds, 3.
You've done 3, so we'll put.
Okay, and then I definitely want to hit with him too.
Sure.
Okay. Sorry guys, we forgot that Tree Revs have 2 wounds. Okay, so 1 more mortal wound. So we killed 2 whole ones, so we'll put 1 back.
And put the sergeant back.
Okay. We're going to do Destructive Bulk on a 2-up. I do D3 mortal wounds plus 3. Okay, it happens for 5 mortal wounds.
All right, kill everyone but the sergeant with his 1 wound remaining.
Okay. They've got a 2-inch range, so they should all be able to reach. And before we do this, Michael, I have 2 units that are within an inch of your trees, and I take mortal wounds. Okay, so here.
Let's go hook. Yeah, there's a wizard right next to it. So that's 2 mortals.
Okay. And then my Mega Boss.
Yes. No.
Okay. So I'm going to fight with these guys. They have 10 attacks. This is 3s and 3s. You've got 5 at -2.
Okay. They're dead.
Okay.
Remove some of them.
Okay, and now we're going to do smashing and bashing. So let's move over to the Mega Boss.
At the start of the combat phase, he can do a thing to give himself a 4-up ward. So he's going to do that. He's electing the defensive stance.
All right, Michael, we're going to issue an all-out attack with my last command point. I've got 7 attacks with the boss Gorhaka and Choppa because he's the 3+ save Mega Boss. 7.
Yep.
And you elected to do the defensive stance that gives you a 4-up ward, correct?
Yes, and then I'm also going to be doing an all-out defense. So I'm +2 to my save because of Finest Hour.
So you got a 2+ before rend and you have a 4-up ward.
Yep.
That seems pretty good.
With only 6 wounds, we'll see.
Okay, so this is the Boss Choppa and Riptooth Fist. This is going to be 2s and 3s.
And 3s coming at you.
Make 3 saves at -1, so you're on a 3-up save.
3 at -1. It's failed 1.
That's 2 damage.
And then 4s. Failed them both.
Okay.
So he's got 4 wounds left.
Okay, and then the Mighty Fists and Tail, this is, I'm full health, so this is 8 attacks. 8 attacks, 2s and 3s. Everything hits. And you've got 4 saves at -2. So you're on 4s.
4s. I failed 3.
That's 9 damage.
Oh, he's so dead. 3, 6, 9, 4 upwards. He took 3, 4, 5. He's dead.
Okay. Now I do have smashing and bashing, and I did charge, but I'm not going to pile in with the pigs.
Okay.
So I'm going to get strength from victory for killing something with the Maw Crusher. So I'm going to be +1 to my attacks and my wound characteristic. And then at the end of the turn, the 2 units that charge can move. Okay, so my turn is over. We're heads up. I just want to show you where I put the pigs. After they made their charge, they were eligible to make a normal move because they were out of combat. So these ones move back to shut down this overgrown terrain, and then these ones move back to shut down that overgrown terrain. And that's it. We can go ahead and get on the hero cam and score me up.
David, you've completed your turn. How'd you score?
I scored well. I scored 5 again. Hold 1, 2 more. Completed my battle tactic of Desecrate the Lands. Got rid of the Arch Revenant and some Tree Revenants. So we're getting into your turn now. What are you going to do?
The score's currently 10-1, correct?
10-1, yeah.
Rough.
We hit hard.
Yeah.
Full send technique paid off. It pays off 1 out of 4 times, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. It was a bummer that I missed my charge with the Mega Boss early on when I called my Mighty Wob, but it was kind of a blessing in disguise. So now we can go ahead and get into your turn. Battle tactic.
We're going to eradicate the Trespassers, and we're going to try and kill a unit that's within 6 of an Overgrown, or a Awakened Wildwood, which is that one right there, and this unit right here.
Okay, so you're going to try to kill the pigs.
Yeah, that's easier than trying to take down the Maw Crusher.
Okay, I am up to 1 command point.
Okay.
And heroic actions.
3. Heroic actions, let's get a command point with Durthu.
Okay.
He gets 1.
Okay, I'm going to try to get one with my Mega Boss on Maw Crusher. He gets it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try to rally my pigs. Nothing.
No pig rallies.
No pig rallies for me. And then I'm going to try to get rid of your Spite Swarm Hive. It goes away.
Yep. Cool.
All right. I have no unbinds.
Wasn't going to use it this turn? No way. No way. It's his War Scroll spell.
You're going to unleash Spites?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's doing it from that Awakened Wildwood that's right in front of him.
Okay.
We're going to 3d6 plus 1.
Goes off.
So there's an 11. So we hit every unit within 9 with 11
Okay.
dice, mortals on 5s.
Okay.
Okay, 11. So let's do these pigs. They take 4 mortals.
Okay.
We'll do the Maw Crusher. He takes 4 mortals.
Okay.
And then let's do the other pigs. 4 mortals.
Nice. Very consistent.
Let's do Tree Song on the big tree here.
Okay.
Okay. Does not go off. We have a reroll, but I don't want that one. Okay, so that's it for his casting. Let's go to the Tree Lord Ancient. He's going to do Verdant Blessing and bring out a tree.
Okay.
And that goes off in a 7.
Okay. I'm going to try to unbind with my General. Unbound with a 10.
Cool.
Any other hero phase stuff?
That's it.
All right, let's get into movement phase. We'll be right back to show you what Michael did. Michael, you've completed your movement phase. Tell me what you did, starting with the Warsong Revenant.
The Warsong Revenant is going to chase down some pigs and try and get my battle tactic. He's kind of dead to me as well, so off he goes.
Okay, and then over here.
The rest of my army moved to safety, and they're going to try and do some shooting and then make some long charges.
All right, excellent. Let's go ahead and get set up for shooting. All right, we're looking straight at the Kurnoths. Deep, deep in the distance, we've got some pigs right here.
So we're going to all-out attack, so these are 3s and 3s.
Okay, and I will do an all-out defense with my Mega Boss.
Here we go. And 3s. Okay, so take 5 at minus 1.
4s. I failed 2, so I take 4 damage. That's enough to kill a pig.
Excellent.
Okay, Michael is going to shoot with his Tree Lord Ancient's Doom Staff into the Mega Boss. The Mega Boss is going to have all-out defense because he can issue it 2 more times in this phase.
Here we go. 2 hits. No wounds.
Okay, let's go over and look at Durthu.
Durthu.
Verdant Blast on the boys.
3. And 1 wound. And 1.
Failed it.
It's 2 damage.
6s. 1 boy goes down.
Warsong charging in.
Oh yeah, gets denied.
Just put
Tree Lord Ancient, big charge.
6. That's not going to be enough to anything. Let's go for Durthu. 6. Not enough for anything. Let's re-roll it. 9. I don't even think 9's enough to anything.
Oh, just out. All right, well, we only have 1 activation. Let's go look at it. All right, Michael, no more all-out defense for me. I'm all out of command points.
Let's spend a command point
Okay,
for an all-out attack.
cool.
So we'll hit on 2s with the Spearing Vines. So these are going to be 2s and 3s. So 3 at -1.
Was that a 3?
Yep.
Okay. He fails them all. He's
Okay.
dead.
He's dead. They're 2 damage apiece.
Okay.
Now we're going to strike and fade away to safety.
Okay, Michael did Strike and Fade with his Warsong Revenant. He is now next to Durthu the Ancient and his Shooty Boys, and that's going to be the end of the turn. So let's go ahead and get on the hero cam and score him up. Michael, we're back after your turn. How many points did you score?
3 points, so I'm up to 4. I hold 1. I completed my battle tactic, but I was unable to kill an idle unit with my idle unit. So 3 points.
Okay, so the score is currently 4-10. We're getting into a roll-off, and I break ties because I went first.
Hup. 4.
Down to 5 again.
All right.
All right, let's get on to battle round 3, Ironjaws. All right, we're back for the top of battle round 3. I decided to take the turn, and my battle tactic is going to be gaining momentum.
For sure.
I've had a really hard time killing tree lords in my lifetime,
Yeah.
but I'm going to try.
They can be sticky.
Yeah, I'm going to try. What are you going to do for your heroic action?
It's now going to be Finest Hour
Yes.
for my Tree Lord Ancient.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to get a command point. I have 2 command points. I would like another one. I get it, and I'm going to immediately spend it to try to rally those pigs again.
Pig Rally.
Oh, I saw a 6.
No pig
It's
rallies.
so hard to rally on 3 dice, dude. So hard. Okay, let's go ahead and get into casting. Let's do Mystic Shield. As much as I want to do Flaming Weapon, I also want to keep him alive.
Sure.
So let's do Mystic Shield. That goes off on a 5.
What do you have? You have 2 casts?
I have 1 other cast. Yeah.
Okay. So let's deny with the Tree Lord Ancient. You got it.
Okay. And then let's go ahead and cast Great Green Hand of Gork. I am going to wound my little dude right here
Okay.
for 2. So he takes 2 mortal wounds. That makes me +2 to my cast. And then let's do Great Green Hand.
Hey up. There's a 10.
Okay. That is it there. Let's go ahead and do Violent Fury on the 2 10-man units again.
Okay.
And then we are going to do Fix and Beat on this guy. On a 3-up, he'll be able to heal himself up. Nope. And then we're going to go ahead and do Mighty Destroyers with these 2 units right here, using one of my 2 command points.
David, you have completed your movement phase. Walk us through what you got going on over here.
The pigs did Mighty Destroyers, so they're within 3 of the Tree Lord Ancient. The not Gordrak, the Mega Boss on Muckrusha also did the same thing, so we didn't trigger any redeploys. This unit of Ardboys ran. They're just running forward because that's what orcs do. And then we've got my War Chanta right here. We've got my General right here who ran for 10. We've got more Expert Conquerors in the back. We've got the not Expert Conquerors right here. They just ran for 10 so I could get a all-out defense on, or I'm sorry, a Lookout Sir on this guy if I need. The pigs ran for 1, so they moved 10, and then this 10-man unit of Ardboys is just standing on the back objective.
Easy peasy.
Let's get set up for the Inner Bursting Bellow. All right, so we're gonna shoot our Inner Bursting Bellow into the Tree Lord Ancient, who's +1 to his save for Finest Hour.
Yep. So go ahead.
Okay? 2s and 3s. Everything hits. 2 wounds, -1, so you're on your 3-up save.
Whoop. Saved them both.
Very nice. Let's go ahead and charge. I'm going to charge with the pigs first. You get an 8. All right, we're going to do impact hits, 2 ups, mortal wounds. 2 mortal wounds.
Okay. I have 3 command points. Friendly shell.
Okay.
2 shots with the Doomstaff tendrils, hitting on 3s now. 2 hits. 1 wound.
Okay.
Rend 2. Or Rend 1.
Either
It's
way, I
Rend
failed
some-
it.
Okay.
What's the damage?
3 damage.
That's good shooting.
Pew.
Pew.
Reduced a few damage at me.
Yes, and now I'm going to charge with the Mega Boss.
Get it. Easy.
6 is good.
Easy, easy.
Yeah, for monstrous actions, I'm just going to roar you.
Okay.
You're roared.
Word is good. I'm going to try and fight last the Maw Crusher.
Okay.
He's fight lasted.
Okay, sounds good. I'm going to fight with the pigs, so let's get a look at them.
Yeah, because I don't think the pigs are going to like one-shot me here.
They're not, no. They don't have Violent Fury, so all of their attacks are just 1 damage. So we've got 7 attacks. Let's use my last command point for all-out attack from the Maw Crusher, so both units will benefit, and let's fight with the pigs, so 2s and 3s. That doesn't count, even though it was a 6. 2s, okay. And then 3s. Make 3 saves at -2.
Okay, so let's see, these are 4-ups. Failed 2.
Okay, he's got 2 damage, so he suffered 4.
They have 4 hooves because they have 4 hooves. So you get 4 attacks with the hooves. 3s and 3s.
Okay, 2s and 3s for all-out attack. Make 4 saves.
Okay, 4 2-up saves. I did it right. I saved them all.
Nice job. All right, your turn to attack.
So we got 5 attacks with the sweeping blows. 3s and 3s. Good job. Starting off nice. So 1 at -1.
I failed it.
It's 2 damage.
Okay, 1 pig has 1 wound left.
And then the massive impaling talons. Come on, big guy. 2 wounds at -2.
Fails them both.
All right, 6 damage.
All right, it's just enough to murk the squad.
We did it. Can the Mega Boss pump 10 damage through?
We're about to find out. He's got +1 to his attacks, and he's still top bracket, so he's got 8 attacks with his thingy. And he does have all-out attack because he can issue it multiple times. So this is 2s and 3s. Make 4 saves at -1.
Okay, so still on the 3s.
Okay, that's 2 damage.
Okay. 8 attacks.
This is going to be 2s and 3s again. Okay, everything hits.
Uh-oh.
And then 3s. So make 3 saves at -2.
Okay, so that's 4s. Failed 1.
That's 3 damage.
Okay, he's alive.
Yep, you're alive. You've suffered 9. Okay, well, since you killed the pigs, I did not steal that objective, and I missed my battle tactic, so let's get onto the hero cam, and we'll talk about points.
David, you've completed your turn. How'd you score?
I scored 3 points.
Okay.
I completed not my battle tactic. I did not complete my battle tactic. I hold 1, 2, and more.
Right.
So 3 points. So the score is currently 13-4. However, you killed an idle unit with an idle unit, so it's 13-5. So
Nice.
it's now an 8-point game. You're starting to scale back. And what are you going to do for your battle tactic?
So we're going to try March of the Forest Lords, which is risky because you're going to just best day ever. But it's going to pick 1 enemy unit and 1 enemy monster on the battlefield. I complete this battle tactic if that monster is slain by an attack made by either a Spirit of Dirthu or a Tree Lord Ancient or a Tree Lord during this turn.
Excellent. That's great. So you can soften him up a little bit and then hopefully kill him. I am going to do Finest Hour.
For sure.
Now is a good time to do that. So I'll be +1 to my save. And what are you going to do for your heroic action?
Let's Finest Hour with Durthu, so he wounds on 2s.
Oh yeah, that's a really good idea. I like that. Okay.
Let's do some casting.
Okay.
We're gonna 3d6 cast through this tree and unleash the Spite Swarm.
Okay.
And try to do some mortals on your dude. Soften him up.
Okay.
Hoop. So that's a 9.
Okay. I have 2 unbinds, so I'm gonna try to unbind that one. So I need a 10 on dice. No. 9 on 5s.
Mortals on 5s. 3 mortals.
Okay. He has suffered 7.
He's gonna try to do regrowth on himself.
Okay.
It goes off on a 9.
I'm gonna allow it.
Okay.
You've got one more cast, right?
I do. So he heals 3.
Okay. So he suffered 5.
And then I'm gonna chuck a Mystic Shield from the General onto Durthu.
Okay.
Yep.
Cannot unbind.
Aggressively goes off.
Okay. Durthu got that Mystic Shield.
Yeah, the reason I didn't bring out the Spite Swarm is because I'm going directly in front of me. I don't need it right now.
Right.
So I'd rather just try and kill this guy as much as possible.
All right, cool. Let's go ahead and get into movement phase, and we'll show you what Michael did. Michael, you've completed your movement phase. Tell me what you did, starting with the Tree Lord Ancient.
Tree Lord Ancient stood perfectly still, just
Nice.
Holding down the fort. Durthu moved outside of 3 of the Mega Boss, and then the Kernel Hunters scooched slightly over, so they're standing on the point. That's about it.
All right, excellent. Let's go ahead and get into shooting. Who do you want to start with?
Let's start with the Tree Lord Ancient.
Okay. Okay, I will do all-out defense in the shooting phase, because I might not have an all-out defense in the combat phase.
Doomstaff damage rolls. 2 shots. Hits on 2s. 1 hit. 1 wound.
Okay, Ren,
Ren 1.
saved it with 3.
Okay. And then can we see Durthu?
Yeah, we can see him looming. He's got his 6 shots.
Verdant Blast.
Nice.
And then 3s. So 2 minus 1.
2s. Saved him.
Kurnoth Hunters.
Okay.
You ever seen Kurnoth Hunters do 0 damage?
Yes.
Yes.
Last turn.
Okay. Here we go.
It's that Ren, man. They need Ren too.
We're all out attacking so that we can hit on 3s.
Okay.
Also, them hitting on 4s is just really subpar.
Yeah.
Like for how expensive they are. 5 damage. Or 5 wounds.
2s. I failed 2.
They're 2 damage piece.
Okay, so I take 4.
Ho-ho!
You pushed him through. All right, I've taken 11. I only have 8 wounds left. Let's get into charges.
Durthu.
Okay. He's in.
He's got it. That's it. Let's do monstrous actions.
Okay, you get to do all your monstrous actions first, so go ahead.
Let's go with the Tree Lord Ancient. He's going to do Ground Shaker Stomp. Nope.
Okay.
And then let's do, Durthu is going to Titanic Duel.
Okay, I am going to, let me see, you're already +1 to hit and wound, so I'm just going to go ahead and do Roar into the Ancient, just in case I, by some stroke of luck, survive, then it's going to be a little bit easier for me to kill something.
Let's do Durthu's plus D3 attacks with the Greenwood Gladius, Greenblade Gladius, his sword, his
The
relic.
Greenwood Gladius.
Okay, so he's got 6 attacks,
Okay,
2s and 2s.
okay.
Whoop.
Oh, I don't like that one bit. I feel like you're going to do about 30 damage right here.
Nope. So take 4 saves. Ren 2.
If I need 4 ups, and if I fail 2, he's dead. I failed 2, so
dead.
he's dead.
We got him. Does he fight on death on something?
No. That would be great, but no. The Mega Boss goes down. And you get 1 extra VP because you killed an idol.
Which is helpful.
All right.
Let's switch back to hero and score it up.
All right, we'll see you in a minute. We are back for Michael's turn. How many points did you score, buddy?
4 points, hold 1, completed my battle tactic, and killed an idle unit with an idle unit.
Yep, so the score is currently 9 to 14, and we're getting into a pretty good roll-off, so let's see what happens.
Hoop. 6.
4.
Yes. All right, so I'm finally going to take the double.
All right, Michael's going to take the double turn. We'll be back for top of battle round 4, Sylvaneth. Michael, it's the top of battle round 4, and Sylvaneth have won the turn. What are you going to do for your battle tactic?
We're going to do desecrate their lands. I'm going to desecrate those lands right there.
All right, perfect. Sounds good.
And then heroic actions, I'm going to try and do heroic recovery on the Tree Lord Ancient. That's a 9. He's leadership 9.
Okay.
So 3. Now we're already healed in 1, so he's only suffered 1 now.
Okay, excellent. I am going to pick a proving ground this time around because it's relevant, so I'm going to pick this right here to be a proving ground.
Very relevant. It's so relevant you wouldn't believe.
So relevant?
Okay.
I'm going to do a heroic action, and I'm going to make him a wizard so he has another unbind.
He's already a wizard.
Scratch that. I'm going to do heroic willpower with my War Chanta,
Okay.
and he is going to get an unbind.
Perfect.
Okay.
Let's do Verdant Blessing
Okay.
and try and bring out a tree
Okay.
from the Tree Lord. 5. We're going to reroll.
Okay.
10.
10? Oh, that's so good. I'm going to try to unbind that with my War Chanta. He can... You rolled a 10, right?
Yep.
Did 11 here. Let's see. Oh, it hurts. Tree comes out.
Tree coming out.
Michael has grown a tree in the center of the battlefield, and he's going to continue casting. What's next?
The War Song is going to cast through the tree for...
Unleash Swarm of Spites.
That's the one. That goes off on a 6, 7. Do you have any more?
I do. The one that I gave heroic willpower, so let's try it. Nope, goes off.
Let's try that unit.
Okay.
Whoa, 4 mortals.
Okay. Yep, shields are on the outside. Nope.
Let's do the 10-man that's standing on the objective.
Okay.
2 mortals. That makes more sense.
Okay.
The War Chanta, or the Weird Knob.
Okay, the Weird Knob.
3 mortals.
Okay, he doesn't have a mortal wound save.
The War Chanta. 2 mortals.
Okay.
And the other Orc Boys. 3.
Okay, I shrug 1 and one of the shield boys dies.
There's so much damage that tree just did.
Mm-hmm. Lots of damage.
And now, Tree Song, David. We're going to cast Tree Song.
Okay, cast Tree Song.
Does not go off. And I've already used my reroll. No Tree Song. That's it.
Let's get into movement and we'll show you what Michael did. Michael, you're finished with your movement phase. Tell me what you did starting with Spirit of Durthu.
He walked forward.
Nice.
That's it. David threw a redeploy when we did that, and
Big 6.
Big 6 got those Ard boys off the point.
Yeah, that was nice.
And then the Tree Lord Ancient followed suit. The War Song in the back is desecrating those lands.
Yep.
You know, he's just writing all over them. And then the Kurnoth Hunters, they're standing on the point. They can see and shoot pretty much anything. And that's it. We're going to get in shooting.
All right, let's do it. All right, Tree Lord Ancient. We're looking across the battlefield. He's going to shoot at some Ard boys.
Here we go. 2 shots with the Doom Staff. 1 hit. 1 wound.
Failed it.
3 damage.
6s. Okay. 1 dies, 1 takes a wound.
Verdant Blast from Durthu into the same squad.
Okay. Nice hit roll.
Oh, finally Durthu. So 2 minus 1.
I failed them both.
2 damage piece.
Okay.
Okay, David, let's do something silly. You know, because we're struggling here. Let's split fire.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna do the Hunt Master and 2 more into this boy,
Okay.
and then we'll do the other 1, 2, 3, 4 into this squad over here.
Okay.
Make sense? And then we're gonna all-out attack.
Okay, I think I do all-out defense on the back squad.
Okay, let's see that back squad first.
Okay.
3s and 3s. So 3 at -1.
I fail 1.
Okay, so only 2 damage. And then on the your sergeant over here, those all hit.
I made the right choice.
You did. 3 wounds at -1.
Triple fives? No, he's dead. All right, who's going to charge first?
Durthu.
10. Woo!
And then let's charge with the Ancient.
Okay. 7.
So let's roar with Durthu into the big squad.
Okay.
3 up. Nope. And then let's stomp on the War Chanta in the back.
Okay, nope. He gets stomped.
Oh, I said stomp. I meant ground shaker stomp. That does not go off.
Okay.
Yep. I have 2 different stomps.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and fire up Durthu.
Okay.
He's going to put all of his sword attacks into the big squad, and then he's going to put his massive impaling talons into your general.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. So let's see how many extra attacks he gets with his sword. 2 more attacks.
Nice. Are you doing all-out attack?
That's
last command point?
Last command point.
I am going to all-out defense.
Okay.
Yep, I'm going to all-out defense.
Here we go. 2s. And 3s. Uh-oh, only 2.
Okay, this is 5s. I saved them both.
That happens sometimes with the Durthus.
The sword says no.
And then the massive impaling talons, they both hit.
Okay.
They both wound. They're Ren 2.
Goes through.
Yep, 6 damage.
You killed my general. Nice job.
Since we don't have that point, we are going to strike and fade with Durthu.
Okay. This is 6 attacks, 3s and 3s, no rend, D3 damage.
I mean, seems fine. No rend is weird.
Yeah. Make 4 saves.
Okay. Hurry up. Save them all.
Nice. Okay, you can kill him now.
Let's try.
He's got a 4-up save.
We have 5 attacks with the sweeping
blows.
They hit on something. Let's see if they hit on 2s. Nope, they hit on 3s.
Okay. So we got 4 hits.
In the box, Michael.
Okay. 3
wounds.
Rend?
Rend 1 with the sweeping blows.
I saved all of them.
Well, look at you. Okay, let's do the massive impaling talons. 2 hits. 1 wound. Rend 2.
How much damage is it?
3 damage.
I failed it. He's got 6 wounds though, so he's alive.
You rolled crazy good saves today, by the way.
Thank you, good sir.
That's going to be it. There's nothing else for combat.
All right, let's go ahead and get onto the hero cam and score Michael up. We are back. Michael, how many points did you score?
3 points. I hold 1. I did complete my battle tactic. That's great. So I got that. I didn't hold more, and I didn't hold 2 because he smartly made this a proving ground. So I couldn't steal that out from him. Next turn.
Next turn, yes. I'm going to try to get, or for my battle tactic, I should say, I'm going to pick against the odds.
Okay.
And I'm going to pick this terrain, or I'm sorry, this objective here. I'm going to hold that with my little War Chanta.
Sure.
I'm going to do Violent Fury on this unit and on this unit right here. That just goes off. And then I'm going to do Fix and Beat to try to heal this guy on a 3-up. Nope. And then I'm going to try to get a command point with this guy on a 2-up because my general's dead. I get it.
Let's get a command point with Tree Lord Ancient.
Okay.
He does not.
Yep, let's go ahead and get into movement and we'll show you what it did.
David, you've completed your movement phase. Walk us through what you got going on over here.
The Ard boys moved 4 just to make it easier for them to charge. These Ard boys ran 8 inches, or moved 8 inches total with their run. The pigs moved 9. The War Chanta is helping me get my battle tactic, and these guys are hugging that overgrown terrain. So that's what I'm doing.
Wonderful. Let's get into charges.
Yes, so I am going to charge with, well, before I do that, I'm going to do Get 'em Beat, and I am going to try to get a 3d6 charge out of these guys. So it goes off on a 3, it doesn't go off. So they're just going to have a normal charge. So I need to go with them first to see if I need to re-roll. Let's see what they get. I get a 7, that should be fine. Okay, 2 impact hits with their Jagged Gore Hakas. They go off, so 2 morals. Our boys going in. That's a 8. They're +1 to charge because of their little guy there.
It doesn't help me to fight last anybody because you'll be able to activate with the other unit first.
Right, and they both have Violent Fury.
Right, and you're going to be able to all-out attack one or the other. So there's no sense in roaring. So let's just try and stomp the War Chanta and at least get.
Sure. He has 1 wound left.
Yeah.
He's dead. He's aggressively dead.
Yep. We stomped him into the actual stomp, not the other
Stomped
stomp.
him into dust.
Yep.
Okay.
Now, who would you like to activate first?
I'm going to activate the pigs first.
Okay. We shall all-out defense.
Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 attacks. Let's do all-out attack with these guys. And let's go 2s and 3s. Make 5 saves at -2.
4 ups. Failed 3.
6 damage. So he suffered 9.
9.
Okay, this is going to be 2s and 3s. Make 10 saves.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2 up saves. So I failed dos, so 4 damage.
Okay, so he's suffered 13.
He's got 1 wound left. Think you're gonna get him?
Yeah, probably just weight of dice.
Yeah.
If you roll a single 1, he's dead.
For sure.
But you'll get to attack first.
And boy, is he good on bottom bracket. I'll tell you what. He's got 2 attacks with the sweeping blows into the Ardboys. 1 hit, no wound. And he's got 2 attacks with the impaling talons. He's hit on 2s. And they wound on 5s for some reason. Hey!
Yes! Nice job.
All right, so it's Ren 2.
I failed it.
It's 3 damage.
I'm going to do wards on my shields. I fail them, so 1 shield dies and 1 takes a wound.
They bracket so terribly for some reason.
Yeah, they're like really good until they're not good anymore, right?
Right. 4s and 3s with a gazillion attacks. Should be
4s
fine.
and 3s, baby.
Should be fine.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh my god.
That is.
One
Oh no.
save.
Okay.
Jeez.
2 up.
That was the worst.
I saved it.
Oh, that was the worst. Okay, he's on 1 wound. That being said, I still am going to max points.
You
So
are.
that would have just been icing on the cake if I killed him. So it is what it is. Let's go ahead and get onto the hero cam and score me up. We're back from the turn. I left that freaking Tree Lord Ancient on 1 wound. I have a hate-hate relationship with Tree Lords. I just can't kill him.
Nope.
We faced each other in a tournament, and I had him down to a couple wounds and missed him. Anyway, it is what it is. I did still get 5 points though, because this is a proving ground, so hold 1, hold 2, hold more against the odds, and that was good. So let's go ahead and get into the roll-off. You're gonna go ahead and break ties. The score is 12-18.
Oh no! Please roll a 1. Okay, you got it.
I did not roll a 1. Okay, I am going to...
You're gonna eye for an eye, take the turn, max points, call it a day.
I am, so we'll be right back to do that.
All right, Wargamers, we're here for the wrap up. After last turn, we realized, oh, this we don't need to play anymore. We know what's happening. David won the roll off. It was very easy for you to
Eye for an eye.
Eye for an eye.
Because your Tree Lord had 1 wound left.
Yep. You.
So I could have Violent Furied the Ard Boys and not rolled 15 2s
Yep.
to wound. And yeah, I definitely had all kinds of utility to be able to pull that off. So I would have gotten 8 points because I also completed my grand strat, which was Wah. To have any battle line unit or my general wholly within enemy territory. I had 3. And then Michael would have taken his turn against the odds,
Yep, because I hadn't against the odds
Yeah.
yet. So I Kurnoth Hunters against the odds.
Right.
My Warsong gets my grand strategy by take what's theirs. And then we feel confident that between the shooting that I had and the Durthu and the magic that we could have stolen that center objective. So we gave myself
1-2 more,
1-2 more.
complete battle tactic and grand strategy. So we both scored 8 points in the 5th battle round. It was 12-18. Ironjaws were up by 6 because of their early aggression. So we ended up finishing the game at 20-26.
Perfect.
Super, super duper good. I love pigs as bounty hunters. Stacking Violent Fury is great. I realize that there is a lot more technicality with Mighty Destroyers, having your War Chantas where you want, so you can Violent Fury, you can try to get that 3d6 charge. So they look easy, but they're not as smashy as you want them to be unless you set them up properly.
Sure.
So it was a big learning curve there, but I had a lot of fun with them. Let's talk about MVPs, LVPs for the Sylvaneth tonight.
LVPs, Kurnoths with both.
Kurnoths with both,
I spent all of that time like magnetizing these. Like I was like, I'm gonna magnetize them. I'm gonna have this whole new list. And I dislike very much because it's 460 points for that unit.
Right.
And then you have to take the Arch Revenant with him. So then you're up to 580 points for a unit that was maybe doing 3 to 4 damage a turn.
Right, and
that's a lot.
And that's scary because that unit was shooting into Ironjaws who have 4-up saves, right? And with the Rend 1 and their 4-up saves and the amount of attacks that you get and their hit and wound profile, imagine going into like Stormcast, like a really heavily armored army. You'd be lucky to get 1 or 2 damage. So
an allied unit of Judicators for 400 points would have more output, would fill a similar role, and allow me to take more screens.
Right, exactly. And if you take more screens, you can keep the Judicators safe, and you can just strike and fade to your little heart's delight. So so their LVP, who is your MVP? Who helped you so much?
Warsong.
I
think he's the only reason I was still playing.
Yeah.
Because remember, I completely teleported away, left the Warsong by himself.
Yeah.
He charged in,
killed a pig,
teleported to the other side of the table.
Yeah, so he chased his friends down. That was really good.
And he exploded trees so many times, he probably did
30 mortal wounds.
30 mortal wounds by himself.
Yeah, and it takes something like missing that charge bonus with the Spite Swarm Hive and not being able to get Durthu in and just letting me get ahead by 8 or 9 points in the first couple battle rounds for me to overtake this kind of army, because it hits and retreats, and like I said, I don't have the best armor saves, and I have really bad bravery, which luckily did not impact me at all this game, but I could see being in big trouble with 3 units. Take a bunch of damage.
Maybe against some Night Haunt, it could be a big issue.
Right, yeah. I think that Ironjaws would really struggle against Night Haunt, but they're a lot of fun, man. I had a blast. You did a great job painting them, and I think the bases really came together really nice too. So I hope all of you like the new Ironjaws army. I hope that I did it justice and didn't make too many mistakes. If I did, though, leave it in the comments because that makes me better.
I want to play Orcs v Orcs.
Yes.
I want to do a civil war. See who's more brutal or more cunning. I think that could be a fun match. I think the Orcs are probably going to get rolled, but then the Orcs win.
Some Orcs get rolled and some Orcs win. It always pays off. Yeah. For MVP, I don't know. I'm torn. I think the Mega Boss did really good, and it's just like a big distraction. It's just the fact that he can issue a command to 3 different units. Very, very strong.
Yeah.
So he's in close contention, but I think I'm going to give it to the 6-man Gorgrunta squad because they made a big charge on 3d6.
Yep.
They lifted the second screen with smashing and bashing, and they really held that side of the board down. Just being able to use the Gorgruntas to shut down all of the overgrown for a little while was really helpful as well. So a lot of things fell into place with that game, but I think the Ironjaws are just good. They're just a good army.
Yep.
So yeah.
Any LVPs?
Yeah, I'm going to give LVPs to the War Chantas because he tried fix and beat twice and failed. He tried get and beat again and failed when I needed him to. And I just haven't figured out how to get them to keep up with everything. They're like, you get Violent Fury, and then everything just runs away from them. And it's like, and they're just sitting there shaking their sticks. So Yeah, I can't really give LVP to anybody else because I think everybody else did exactly what they were supposed to. Bounty
I would have
Hunters
done
hit
it to
hard.
the 10-man squad that couldn't kill the Tree Lord.
Yes.
That was dumb.
You had one job. They didn't do 2 damage with Violent Fury.
Yeah.
Okay, I changed my mind.
Yeah.
They are LVP.
They are.
Yeah. Everybody else did fine, you know. Was able to get Great Green Handoff in the first turn, was able to do some movement shenanigans, so yeah, it was a lot of fun. Anyway, I'm excited to get more of these guys on here. We've got extra Gore-Gruntas, we've got more different Sylvaneth builds, we've got Sons of Bahamut that are very close to done.
Very close.
Yep. We have Beastclaw Raiders and Foot Ogres that I am working on building, Seraphon, Caradron, and all kinds of other fun stuff.
Man.
So this is going to be a big year. Please share all this content with your friends. Consider subscribing if you haven't, and consider joining, becoming a member. It really helps us support this channel.
If you've watched this video all the way to the end and you're still watching at our wrap up,
if you're
subscribe.
If you're not, forget that. Become a member. If
There you
you're
go.
still watching now and you're like, oh, I watched this whole video, just $5, $5 a month, it's fine. Extra battle reports. All right, that's it for tonight. We are going to start with the new General's Handbook. Next week, we're going to do a double header, so that should be dropping in a couple weeks from today, which is the 8th of January.
Should be just in time for the new
It's coming very quick.
book.
Yes, we'll start using the rules before we have the book because for some reason, GW is really bad at not letting all of their content leak before it comes out.
It's good for us at least.
It's good for us. And if you work for GW and you're watching, you can start sending us free shit whenever you want. I love you.
That'd be great.
All right, we'll see you again in the next battle report.
Bye.